There's a storm out there, and I don't care, yeah, I've got minds weather page. Minds weather page. You know he'll be tracking every move it makes. You know it's minds weather page. You know he won't let us all get blown away. There's smears, there's spinach in it. There's spaghetti models and empty rum bottles and sometimes Louis says hi. Hi, north of the water, state away from the wall. And don't have no worries, cause we're drunk, donkey nation. Everybody now. Minds weather page. You know he'll be tracking every move that makes. You know it's minds weather page. You know he won't let us all get blown away.
What's up, everybody? I'm gonna try to cut in a little earlier. We lose people, and in 3 minutes, people like, I gotta go. Louis, you gotta get the camera better than that, buddy. So we give everybody a few minutes to log in. It takes a while to know that we're actually live, so we have a little countdown timer. Good morning. This is our jamming Tuesday. This is our Taco Tuesday song. Kind of a little bit of Mexican, a little salsa-ish, you know. It's okay to dance. We'll say hey to everybody. What's up, Mike? What's up, Cindy? What's up, Eric? Karen? Kathy in South Carolina. Suzanne from South Carolina. Debbie from Jacksonville. Katie from North Carolina. Kathy, there's no storm coming anywhere. What's up, Miss Stephanie Stokes from Panama City Beach? What's up, John Ferguson over on YouTube? Miguel, what's up? Richard Reamer, Mary Hernandez, Miguel, Emily Martin. You got a good name. Boof. Look at that, right down to the countdown timer. Perfect. It's almost like we know what we're doing. Except for Louis. I got to make the camera smaller, buddy. I can't get you all in there. So hey, good morning, everybody. Coming to you live from Oldsmar. This is Mike here and Louis. We put on... It's the Louis show. Louis' weather page. It's your show, buddy. It's Louis' weather page. That's our Daily Brew. We talk Tropics usually Monday through Friday. When the Tropics are active, we'll be live at night and on the weekends. But guess what? We won't be live tonight because the Tropics are not active. Right, Brian Fields? Good morning. What's up, Candy? Good morning. Taco Tuesday. We're hitting our tap house tonight. If you live in Oldsmar, our buddy Overdue Bill singing. He is the local Merle Haggard, Willie Nelson country dude. I love him to death. So come on by for a beer and taco. So good morning, everybody. Hope you're doing well. We're going to talk. Thank you, Becky, for that. Woo! Anybody going to Daytona this weekend? Daytona. I'm going, but I can't camp because the kids can't get out of school, and it's not fun camping without my family. We used to go on Tuesday night. We would have been leaving right now. We're not going until Thursday night. But me and my buddy Dave, we have 3 awesome spots on Lake Lloyd facing the lake and back straightaway. Campsites, power and water is included, paved. If you're interested, email me on my site. We're trying to sell them at a discount because we can't go. He sold his RV. So if you want some last minute tickets to go party in the infield at Daytona, man, hit us up because we'll make you a special deal. If not, I'll be parking my truck in 3 spots, and we're going to redneck tailgate with my new 0E Furman. And I just plugged in the cooler that everybody got me from Hurricane Ida, and it's working awesome. The AC cooler for drinks. So I'm testing it out because our 0E has a 12-volt adapter on it. So I'm going to have the ultimate tailgate inside of Talladega. What are you doing, buddy? You look so happy. I love my little guys. Thomas Parker, good morning. Kimberly, good morning. taking a sign. I should, John. I don't know how much room I got in my truck. Julie won't let me take her car. Arcade video game. What's up, James? Good morning. What you doing, little guy? All right, tropics. Well, let's talk about tropics. First and foremost, our most important thing of the day is to thank our supporters, which would be you guys. As a matter of fact, we just mailed out another batch of shirts. I had a sticker here to show everybody what our supporter sticker looked like. But anyway, thanks to all the Facebook and Twitter and YouTube support out there in the world. And this is kind of a crowd-funded gig here. We're a one-man band, so we appreciate it. But big thanks to ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. Definitely, if you're heading over to Daytona, check them out. They got 2 stores in the area. You can load up on all your tailgating supplies right there by the Speedway. And make sure you tell them that you're big fans of our page and that you are fellow coneheads that likes to buy water and ice. They have other stuff too. Ooh. So the Tropics, what the heck is going on? Let's pull this up. This is the latest map. Here's the latest map. This just came out at 8 o'clock this morning. So let's talk about the Tropics. Cruise? What are you talking about, a cruise? We haven't even mentioned the cruise yet. Oh, my boy. Mwah, mwah. All right, I'm going to put you down, okay? You're a bad dog. Miller, you didn't call me yet. How about Red Bull? Red Bull, I think you need a Frenchie. Red Bull hooks me up. This is the after 30 minutes part of the show. But this would be a fine specimen for a Spuds McKenzie 2022. He is the most modeled, well-behaved dog on the planet. And he looks good, too. And he's only like 4, so you can get a good 10 years out of him. All right, Tropics. Cheers, by the way. Coffee. How about to all the parents out there? Cheers. All the parents out there, 2 weeks into school year already. It's great. I feel bad for all the teachers having to deal with the kids. But you do a great job. Emily's doing pretty good right now. All right, so the Tropics. So here's the theme of the Tropics right now. I just posted that funny picture. Let me pull it up. This one right here. Let me pull it up. Somebody sent me this. God, I wish I remembered it. I should have remembered his name. I feel bad. I should have. I think it was Eric. I don't even remember. But all right. So here's everybody gets on me because they think, I keep busy. I don't. Hey, you made it a year, Carolina girl. Happy anniversary, 13 months. So if you've ever watched Narcos, this is the infamous scene of Narcos here when he was sitting, didn't know what to do. It also reminds me of the Forrest Gump scene when Forrest puts little Forrest on the bus and he just sits there and he does it. Now what do I do? A lot of that is us parents with our kids going to school. Like, okay, now what do we do? It's like I've had kids in the house for 12 years now. Once they both went to school, this is me. But anyway, Tropics. So this is an interesting tidbit. It's been 51 days since we've had a name call on July 3rd, I believe it was, the last time we had a name system in the Atlantic. That's the third longest stretch on record. Third longest. I think I read 61 days is the record. 61. And you know what? I don't know if we'll have anything in 5 days. Tropics, I talked about it yesterday. Models of just, in my opinion, have went south. Like, I remember 7, 8, 9 years ago, I felt confidence with 10-day models. And I could read models and you could see trends and, the models were great. Man, this year it's like the GFS is horrible. Euro doesn't know one day from the next what it wants. So anyway, we'll see what we got. 51 days, the third longest stretch on record. So hey, there you go. That's a fact. So anyway, all right. But this is what we got. We got 2 spots out there. This is Invest 90 right here. And this is our new little guy that's fixing to come off. So if you've been watching our Daily Brew for a week now, we have been talking about this second wave. Honestly, most of the models have shown Invest 90 was going to fizzle right about where it's fizzling right now. It could be here by the weekend. You know, I think everything's been in play. It's just dry air has completely destroyed 90. It came off of Africa with a huge dry pocket dust plume. And I posted that picture this morning. Let me show you that. You can't even see it. It's completely, this is this morning on Weather Nerds. Right here. Believe it or not, that's Invest 90. Now that stuff to the north, the orange and the red, that's dry air. And it gets wrapped around these systems, and it just really, especially when they're kind of on their north or their western side here, they run right into it. So it's down to 10%. So it's only 10% right now. 10%. Not a good trend if you wanted 90 to make it. All right. Now this other guy is at 20%. Now this one last week had the most model support that I've ever seen. This is where I'm frustrated because I really believe maybe 5 days ago, the Euro was really on it, the Icon was on it, CMC was on it, GFS was on it, and the Sawmills were on it, and now they're all over the place. So there's really no guarantee this one's going to make it. We're going to watch it, 20% in 5 days. Not too concerned about it. I did post this earlier too, also on Twitter. This is a good map here. This is your dust map. This is the 24th, which is tomorrow. So if our wave does emerge sometime tomorrow, look at all this ahead of it. Another dust plume, dry air. So I'm not going to hype it right now. It's got a tough road ahead of it too. So there's always next year. Long way to go. You could slam down that coffee cup espresso shot, Jose. Dust is our friend, James says. Yes. Yeah, we don't slam the NHC. No, we love them. Listen. Everybody gets humbled in weather. Gulf Coast updates. It's just, I feel bad, honestly, because, you know, there's a lot of great meteorologists, scientists, and, you know, I'm reading them on Twitter today and yesterday and the day before, and they're really, like, frustrated, humbled, because all signs at this point predicted we were going to have an active season. It's not their fault. Nobody could predict. You know, I read a good article today. They're talking about the high pressure, the Bermuda High might be setting up a little bit more north than normal, usual, and that is allowing a greater push of this Saharan air layer in the main development region. That's one theory, is the high is a little higher, allowing this stuff to happen more. So that could be something you can't predict. You can't predict this placement of the high pressure. Last season, remember we talked about last season, everybody was gearing up for an amazing end of the season with, you know, October and November storms. And last year we had the most unorganized Atlantic ever. And we had high pressures, and we'd have systems do this. We had systems do that. We had systems do that. We had systems like do that. And that's a cool looking face. Look, hey, what's up, buddy? Woohoo! Let's go to Daytona. And nobody could have predicted that last season because everybody was gearing up for, oh my goodness, we're gonna have a really strong end of the year, September, October, and guess what? We didn't have much. So this stuff's just so hard to predict. I will say this though. Gulf Coast updates. He's a good friend of mine. Internet friend, Jesse, right? Jesse, I got it right. Jesse V. I've read your boy was born 5 years ago during, was it Harvey or Dorian? I saw your post. What hurricane was it? But hey, but I have seen this. This is not hyping anything. I swear this is not hyping anything. Now that we're in the peak of season, trust me on this. Usually when the models aren't showing much is when all of a sudden something happens. I mean, I'm not trying to hype anything. I'm just saying, at this point in the game, sometimes it's a little eerie when the models aren't showing anything because I've seen things, switch on a dime. So, and I don't know if we want to name this guy or not. What do you think? I like him. What should we name this guy? He's kind of cool looking. He got some cheekbones. We got to give him some hair. There we go. What's his name? Let's call him Hurry. We'll call him Harry. Hurry. Harry with a U. Hurry. That's Hurricane. I have not been drinking. No. Promise you that. All right, so there's those two. We're going to go really into those waves. So it's still Invest 90. They're still running models. Here's a good indicator, too. We always talk about these intensity models. It's no fault of Levi. I'm not bashing his side 100 at all. It's just the intensity models sometimes are really tough to read. So some people have been sharing this, I saw on social media, showing 4 or 5, going up to, category 1 maybe. But, there's also a lot more that are saying not. So it's, intensity models are tough to read. But there is a lot of dry air. Here's a current look at what's going on with Invest 90. And it happened. We showed this yesterday. Lots of dust. And here it is. It might be firing a little bit of convection, but it's been underneath this big old dry air packet for a long time, ever since it left Africa. But we'll see. Hey, you two cut it out. Louis gives a little hunter a bath. Then he looks at me. Then he's done. He's mad. So anyway, Invest 90. All right, hey, I haven't had anybody ask me this yet, but look at this little guy right here. Look at that. Look at that. That is an upper level low, spinning counterclockwise. Like, oh, what the heck is that? It's an upper level low, not tropical. However, Florida, get juicy. Check this out. We have this lingering frontal line. It's going to hang around all the way through Sunday. Hopefully for Daytona, hopefully for the launch on Monday. It's out of here, but little low pressure setting up here. It's going to help spin in some moisture from the Gulf. We have this tropical juice here that's coming up that's going to be fed into this. And we also have this upper level low that's actually working its way towards this. It's just going to end up fueling the atmosphere full of juice. So, we did have a little shot here over the weekend that we saw something get pulled up here, but that's not showing anymore. But that moisture still is. So some of this moisture is actually going to get pulled up into Florida. So Florida looks wet this weekend. Sorry to say that. Here are some maps I put together this morning showing you the daily rainfall totals. It is what it is. Here you go. Doesn't mean it's going to rain all day. Doesn't mean it's going to rain all night. It just means the chances are there. Friday rains. This is from Friday morning to Saturday morning to Sunday morning to Monday morning. And you can just see it doesn't move. So I just got to tell you it's going to be wet. What's up, Jim Parker? Yeah, Jose, I saw that too. Upper level low there by Cuba too. You're talking about this right here, right? Another little, definitely tied in with this trough. Good catch. Like I said, originally we had this little area here was going to come up into the Gulf. There was some models showing it, but you got to remember when we got a frontal line in the Gulf of Mexico, there's a lot of shear, and that frontal line can ultimately is going to shoot that juice into Florida. I just like the way it sounded. Let's look at a precipitable water map real quick, and then we're going to talk tropics. I promise. This is kind of interesting to me. Oh, why am I going to Facebook? We're going to models. Models. Oh no. I did that earlier. European. Let's just pull up. I tell you what. Let's pull up Gulf of Mexico. I love Mexico. All right, this is your precipitable water map. Here's what we got. This is all the juice in the air. So reds, purples is the juice. Jared, I don't mean to pull the panel off. I always include Florida. That was my Daytona forecast, by the way. So it was specific to Daytona. Trust me. I usually cover Panhandle a lot. Southeast usually. Actually, this Gulf of Mexico map's perfect. I never really thought about this. It misses Carolinas though. No, that was more of a Daytona forecast. Oh, Loretta Reed just got your notice up. Hey, but guess what? 9:19 every day. I'm gonna get everybody. Alexa, set a daily alarm for 9:19 a.m.
Alarm set for every day at 9:19 a.m. Would you like to add some positivity or helpful information to your daily alarm?
No. Gotcha. All right, so precipitable water map. This is your frontal line. This is today, Tuesday. I did post a little bit. We got heavy rains across lower Louisiana, stretching into Mississippi. That was all left over from yesterday. We had a massive rain in Texas, Dallas area. It was terrible. They're getting it right now. I don't mean to bypass them, but we're talking about this weekend coming up. And as you can see, Thursday, there's that juice. We could start to see this juice down here. Now, look, this is Friday. Look, originally, remember a couple days ago, I was hyping. No, I wasn't. We were talking a lot about a possibility of something get pulled up here over the weekend. And if you recall, even mentioned that if we didn't get anything developed, it could end up being a part of the rainmaker for Florida, and it looks like it is. So this is Friday. So we have all this juice. We have this juice. We have Atlantic juice you really can't see. And look at this is all blah. This is Thursday night. This is juice. Just invades Gulf. Look at that. Oh my goodness. So that everything red's just really high precipitable water. Some might even get into Texas over the weekend. But this is basically right here. Boom. This is Saturday into Sunday. And that's just a lot of moisture. So. Rhonda, no. I'll do that when we have a storm. When we have Florida watching. Anyway, that's that. All right. So that's that. Let's take a look at what's happening real quick, and then we'll go right into the Tropics Promise. Hey, a couple things. Look at this cool graphic Shelly put together. I love it. I got really excited. I didn't see it yesterday. So, big news yesterday from Royal Caribbean. You can read all about it on my page, but basically lifted some restrictions on travelers, if you know what I mean. And that means that anybody can sail now. So our weather cruise, I booked 100 cabins. I put down a deposit. It wasn't cheap, but I locked in 100 cabins because this is spring break week in Florida. Monday through Friday is our MWP cruise. Now look at all these counties that have spring break the week of our cruise. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 36 counties. 36 counties have spring break. Just saying. So, yeah, check it out. We were so excited about it. A lot of people were waiting on some restrictions to get lifted for our cruise, and guess what? So there you go. You got plenty of time. The price is locked for 90 days before we go. Just saying. Prices have already gone up because of fuel, but our prices are locked. Big news. All right. The other thing I was going to show was this. All right, here we go. This is when I woke up this morning. This was happening. Another day of rains and floods. This was this morning, but we had 2 to 3 inches an hour expected through right now still. Big old blobby line of frontal boundary. All this was kind of what happened in Texas yesterday. Now this is Louisiana. This is your flood potential map for today. Still stretching down into Texas some, but the big heart of it is Louisiana and Mississippi some. So that's today. Now we got a lot of people watching down there. So it's going to be a juicy day today. And then even tomorrow, we got juicy rains expected. Again, right here. Not as much, but still heavy rain. So this line is not moving. Day 3 outlook, lets up a little bit. So 2 more days of heavy rain. Still waiting on a new map here. Hasn't come out yet. All right, so let's get into models and maps. So we got 2 spots in the NHC prediction map. Spaghetti models, yeah, you know, what you know, when you see, all right, so when you see tropical tidbits here, these 12s just came out. When you see them end here, it means these models expect 90 to not be there. So a lot of models are fizzling it out. But if it did continue, it would be on this general track. And really the only ones left are the tab models. So not a lot of, very little support. This thing's going to be 0% at 2 o'clock. But that's the path it was going to take all along. Not like that big bad GFS that was shared around, right? How many times did you see that over the week? So, yes, Stefina. Terry says, my Alexa heard you. What's up? Peggy gets up at 7. Actually, I get up at 5:45 every day. Oh, by the way, we're on TikTok. We're behind the scenes on TikTok. Not to ignore you on TikTok. Not looking good for Daytona TNS racing. I didn't say that. And right above my head is current IR, by the way. You can see that frontal line just lingering. Seems like this year's... Tell me this. This has been a wild year, right? This has been a year of a few things, right? Alligator attacks. I lived in Florida my whole life. There's been a lot of alligator attacks this year, more than ever that I can recall. Shark attacks. I hear about a shark attack all the time. Flooding. We have had 4 or 5 really, unfortunately, some catastrophic, but, Vegas just the other day. Utah, obviously Texas. We had Carolinas. We've had flash flooding this year, out of, Kentucky. Ugh. Kentucky was a bad one. So that's been, the storyline this year has been weird, Sharks, gators, and floods. That'd be a shirt. Sharks, gators, and floods. 2022. 2022. All right, let's go to tropical tidbits and check things out. All right, one more thing too. If you noticed, I get this question a lot about our 30% discount on generators. I changed the link up here because the Furman guys made it easy. So when you click on the 30% link, because everybody's always asking, what's the link? What's the link? What's the link? So I made the picture a little smaller and just put a little text there. It goes directly to their page with 30% already discounted for our fans. So that's free shipping, 30% off. And it's a heck of a deal. Unbelievable deal. People all the time are asking me, where's the link? Where's the link? So there's a link. Linkity dink. Linkity dink. All right, so let's go to, golly, what could we show that's actually going to show anything? GFS shouldn't be shown the rest of the year. It's just terrible. Here's the Euro. Let's take a look at this. Let's see what we got cooking. All right, so here's our middle Atlantic wave now. We got the one fixing to come off of Africa that we've been talking a lot about. And anything here showing signs, we'll see for the weekend. But this is 90 right now. That's pretty much all we got. This is a vorticity map. It kind of gives you an idea where there's spin. And, I'm trying, guys. There we go. Maybe a little bit there. So, all right. So maybe the new wave over the weekend over by the islands. Notice this big high pressure system here blocks it. Really odd. It actually gets eaten up by the one behind it. Now, I've seen that happen before in the past. And there's that new one coming off. But that's the third. This is the one that they marked now. This is the new one. 90's gone. This is a new one that's not even shown on the NHC. But again, this is a week from Monday. Does it absorb it? Sure looks like it. But I will tell you this, last week, this new wave that's coming off of Africa that the NAC just marked today, this is what the Euro was showing last week for that. So I'm not really buying it yet. Other models, GFS. Here's 90. This is today. We always talked about 90 being the middle Atlantic. That's the truth. It always had to survive here, and it seems to be the case. This little booger here is kind of frustrating because it looked like it was going to be the one to watch, and now he's saying, nah, I don't think so. But not over yet. Models have a way of flip-flopping sometimes. All right, here's a new one coming off. And GFS kind of does something with it, right? Here's next Tuesday. Yeah, so there you go. That's the new wave the NHC marked for next Tuesday. Euro, not showing it on next Tuesday, I don't think. Where was Tuesday at? Yeah, Tuesday, kind of showing it. So this is the Euro next Tuesday. Very weak signature, not very developed. And then you go to the GFS for Thursday, and there it is. We'll see. There is a little bit of leftover 90 on the GFS for next Tuesday. So you could, just for fun, here's the latest GFS for next Wednesday, next week. We have leftover 90, one off African now, and then a new one. So, but that's the GFS. Oh, very low confidence. All right, the Canadian model. Let's take a look at that. Let's see, Wednesday. Here's our week low. Here's our new little guy. CNC was showing something in the Gulf this weekend, but it's really not. And it doesn't do anything. It's not that. Oh, the Icon, which isn't really bad. Don't let me down. Here's today. There's our low, Invest 90. And here's our new wave coming in behind next Tuesday. So, we do have support. Tuesday, go to Euro, and here's Tuesday right here. So, like I said, there's a lot of dust. A lot of dust coming. Let's take a look at the dust map. It's going to have a long couple days here out there trying to fight this next plume coming in off of Africa. This is latest right now, just came out today. So here it is. Look at that. Oh, I'm feeling it. 25th, 2 days from now. So there's 25th, 2 days from now. Somewhere here it's going to be a lot of dry air. So I don't know. Ed, I'll do that with you, man. I do it during storms and not. Hey, Linda, how you doing? I remember Linda, my Halloween buddy. I still got your crayons, Linda. What's up, Dale? How about the Rays, buddy? We're ahead of the wild card, man. Cool. Shelly's helping some cruise questions out. Kara, it's a great time. What's up, Sean? Rain in Southeast Mass. Cool. Oh, man. What else we got? Yeah, Josh, you're right. Hey, the good thing, let me tell you what. The good thing where I'm at, I'm not expected to be right. I feel bad for all these computer models and all the other stuff. I love a lot of forecasters. I'm not going to throw anybody under the bus. I thought we were going to have a busy season too. But guess what? It's only August. I'm telling you. It ain't over yet. It ain't over till you know who sings. And I got my Morgan Wallen tickets, by the way. I went ahead and bought them. I bought the ones for Osceola County. They were fair. So we told Emily, if you know the story from Emily, Kay Renee, thank you. No, a lot of yellow crayons. Richard Reamer, yeah, I talked about it a little bit this morning, but the article I read was talking about the Bermuda High is a little farther to the north, allowing this dust to actually penetrate the main development region more. So we talk about this mathnasium. Listen, mathnasium here at home in Countryside. Emily is almost done with last year's Algebra 2 honors, and they got her grade from an, I don't want to say it, but it was that. I feel bad. But she might get an A. She's only got like a quarter to go. So I told her, we got a big surprise for you as soon as you're done with math from last semester. That's going to make her GPA go like through the roof, fixing that grade. So she's going to be so excited. So, nope, Jamie, nope. Nope, they got to be named systems. The PTCs don't get named. Okay, so I want to look at some other, hey, listen. Oh, Morgan Wallen's the bomb, the best. Got to be careful saying certain things. You know, we've all said things we don't mean. It's just bad when you don't have a chance to say you're sorry. Anyway. So here, I want to show you this. Look at this. I don't know how I forgot it this year. This right here. Well, we haven't really had much to talk about. That's why. But on the site, right here, look at that. Right there. Click on it. Let me turn the volume up so you can hear it. This is the coolest thing in the world. Now listen. This is what you do. You get up in the morning, you put on Mike's weather page, you click this button, and you brush your teeth. Ready?
The tropical weather outlook. Issued at 7:55 a.m.
Oh, so awesome.
For the North Atlantic, Caribbean Sea, and the Gulf of Mexico, central tropical Atlantic shower activity remains minimal in association with a tropical wave located several hundred miles west of
so anyway, that's a minute long. But you can listen to it comes out at 8 o'clock and 2 o'clock. I love it. So you can click on it and listen. It's the greatest thing since sliced bread, whatever that means. I don't eat sliced bread. Oh, Shelly, I got to get you a case of Red Bull since this is perfect. When the coffee's out, I got my Red Bull. And you know what? Last season we needed. I was a Mountain Dew drinking fool last year. All right, so here's what we got. We got to look at ensembles. We have to look at what could be coming. I feel so silly talking about things anymore because everything has failed. Hasn't failed. All of our spots have come to life. It's just, I don't know. Well, maybe everything has been right. It's just, I don't know. Everything can't. I mean, we knew Invest 90 was going to be in the Middle Atlantic. It is. We knew it was probably going to fizzle. It did. The golf thing was tricky. I kind of went out on a limb on that one. I got to stop going out on limbs because I might start losing followers. Dale, I got some Red Bull for you, buddy. I think I should take some to Daytona. I heard Red Bull and vodka is a good combination. The weather at Grace is going to be a little iffy. Some of these rains, though, if we end up with afternoon rains, then the morning time could be a little okay. Let's look real quick since we've had to ask her. We can look. What would I look at? Hour by hour. Let's look at. This is for the launch. So there's a very, 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 very outside chance we might have a Mike's Weather Page car at Daytona for the Xfinity race, fully wrapped. Working on that with my buddy Greg. Going to cost some money though. We're going to talk to our big time supporters. Could be a ton of fun. But I'll be going to Daytona this week, by the way. So if you see me, say hi. All right. So here is your Monday morning. So yeah, this is some morning rains. What I'm getting at, morning rains could be okay. The launch is Monday morning, so the rains start to come in later in the day Monday. That's what I was looking at earlier. So this is your pretty much right up to launch time window here with rains. So that's a good map to show. So that's hope for Monday. Here's another map we can look at for Monday. All right, so GFS showing light rain chances on Monday morning. A little heavier throughout the day. Here's Monday morning. Yeah, you know, you got a few. That's gonna be tough, man. I don't know. It's just gonna be. I don't know. I was watching Eric Burris this morning. He was hopeful that everything was going to be okay Monday morning, but this is the latest Euro. And this is 8 a.m. on the Euro. Ugh. So I don't know. I don't know. Oh, no. What's that TikTok song? Oh, no. So, yeah, it's going to be so iffy. And there's a lot more that goes into the launch. They have to look at, emergency landing spots. They have to look at a lot. I mean, if there's lightning in the area, the Euro is showing a little lightning actually in the morning time. This is 4 a.m. This is 6 a.m. 9 a.m. So, you know, it's going to be tough. Going to be tough. All right, so let's look at ensembles. Let's take a look at that and show you what's going on. All right, so let's look at this weekend. Here is what's going on. Oh, that's 6E, 12. I hate the 6E. All right, so here is the weekend. All right. So it's kind of hard to see on this map, but this is the weekend. This is some of that leftover juice. Now, the Canadian was showing that possible development. These are just a couple ensembles, nothing developed. The reason I'm showing that, though, is that actually some of that juice is going to get pulled up into our lingering front and bringing in the rain. So, you know, whatever's down here is actually going to get lifted up and pulled into Florida. The wave that came off of Africa this weekend is kind of showing up kind of good here. This is 90. You can see it right here. So this is Saturday. And it hits that high pressure system. So this is kind of what we just saw. So this is Monday. Now there's a couple things to look at Monday. Here's that new wave coming off of Africa that they're expecting any day now. There's a new one coming off behind it. This is hitting a high pressure, kind of stopping it. And we got a little bit of low pressure bubbling here. So this is Monday. And watch what kind of happens here. I did show this in the Brew Crew this morning. So there is strong support that, long way away. I don't want to go that far. Oh my gosh. September 3rd. Oh man, that's too sad. I mean, it was the point of even talking about this. But anyway, there's a big blotch of ensembles, and there's some here. This is kind of the new wave blended with the newer wave coming behind it. Not 90. 90's gone. So take it for what it's worth. I don't even want to talk about it. It's impossible to believe anything at this point. Some of the GFS ensembles are, by the way, this is Tropical Tidbits. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. I'm sure I did. I'm programmed like a robot. There's GFS. A couple little ensembles in the Gulf this weekend. 90 not here, 90 right there now. It kind of fizzles. It's just Oh my goodness, it's terrible. Trying to figure this stuff out. Oh no. Let's see here. Oh, there's a lot of lines there. What the heck is going on here? All right, so here's the, this is 5 days from now. So 5 days from now, there's our new wave, the NHC Mark today. These are ensembles from the GFL, or Euro. A couple of them, like I mentioned, went into the bay now. That was over the weekend. That was that Gulf area I was talking about a few days ago, but there's just not a lot of support for it right now. It is going to bring juice up, though. All right, so 5 days. And then what happens here in 7 days? Look, all of a sudden, the new wave comes in behind. It's kind of hard to see. I know a lot of signature on that one. But it also has a recurve. But again, like we talked about before. And there's a bunch of stuff down here, too. This is the third, the second, third. So, yeah, you can say, okay, September 2nd, there's, again, there's, but I'm not going to post it. I don't want to be wrong. But anyway, I'll just tell you guys, September 2nd. All right, September 2. A couple hot spots to watch. That's the new hot spot. That's today's hot spot to watch. Let's see what the GFS says, if it even shows that. So we're going to go to September 2. Take a lookie. So this is what we're looking for. September 2. We're looking for a bunch of ensembles here and a bunch of ensembles here on the GFS to see if we have any support whatsoever. So let's go to September 2. You can kind of say we do. Look at that. Interesting. Never know. September 2. And what the heck is that one feeding from? What is that? The 27th to the 26th. So all right, check this out. So I did read this a little bit. Let me show you what's going on here. So this is 26. It's 3 days from now. So 90 is expected to fizzle, be up here somewhere 3 days from now. Been reading about this PV streamer, I believe is what they call it. It stems from the Pacific. It's kind of a new piece of energy. Sometimes it can get formed. Combination of what's happening here. But the GFS has definitely been picking up on it a lot. And that's where that's coming from. So that's interesting. So that's the 27th. Like I said, sometimes when the models don't show it, it's when you got to be sneaky and start to say, oh, it's going to pop in here. So here's the 27th. That's only 4 days from now. Interesting. Let's see if I can find that post here. We can read about it. Read all about it. Let's see here. I think it was, who the heck posted that? I can't even remember who the heck posted it now. Let me see here. My buddy Dennis Phillips. He was giving me crap yesterday. It was great. I told him he was hyping. He's like, yeah, not like me to share 14-day models. Like, okay, you got me. You got me. Let's see what else. I can't remember who posted that this morning. It was a really good article. I don't think I shared it. Let me see real quick. Let me see if I shared it or not. But it's called a PV. Oh, maybe I can just search PV. It's a new phenomenon. Oh, here it is. Yeah, if you just Google PV streamer, there's a lot of chit chat about it. Talking about some convection that was yesterday. Anyway, all right. too much digging for nothing. But by the way, it's interesting. Let me tell you, it is interesting that the models are starting to pick up something that's kind of breaking off from Invest 90 down there in the lower Caribbean. That is interesting because that's kind of in a time frame now that we could almost believe it. So let's go zoom in on the Caribbean. Yeah, see, it's kind of showing there too. Aha! No, it's 29th. It's about the same time frame. 28th. Interesting. Look at that. I'm telling you. Interesting. So 90 goes away. Bye-bye. But there's a little left over that comes down here. And the GFS is starting to pick up on it too. This is Sunday. This weekend. Kind of in the same thing we were talking about with 90. It just... Originally, we thought 90 was going to be up here on the weekend, but it, you could almost argue that it's that. But that's interesting. That's interesting. This is definitely interesting. It kind of might be worth posting. Oh, it even has tropical storm color. Don't make me post it. Wow, sneaky. Like I said, everybody's over there looking at that one. Then this little guy pops up. Interesting. All right, so this is 31st. Blah, 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 blah. All right, let's take a look at some other stuff here. Let's go to... I feel like I'm meditating. Caribbean. All right, let's take a look at some SpaghettiOs. God, I'm hungry now. All right. Interesting. All right, well, we'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna wait till 12Z to talk about it. I'm not gonna post it. I'm not gonna post it. But I did read a lot of great discussion yesterday that a piece is gonna break off and sneaky get into the Caribbean from 90. And that's kind of been the same thing as what we were showing all along. GFS has had it going up here more a couple days earlier, but we're starting to see signs that we could see a little something getting pulled up. So I guess going back to when I said nothing panned out, that's completely wrong. Everything's kind of showing up that we've been seeing. Right here. All right, let's look at Levi's site and see some other zoomed in areas of the Western Caribbean. We can look here. Let's start looking at next week, and you can see that. Look at them, they're coming. Just focus right here. This is next Monday. Nothing really organized yet, but you get the idea. There could be something right there. That's the GFS, the Euro. That same time frame, we're looking at Monday, and there's quite a few little ensembles. Here's little. Man, I'm really lost it today. Sorry. Hey, anyway, that's long-term looking. So, all right, so reading the models is what we do, and listening, I spent a lot of time reading, researching. What was that?
Sorry, I couldn't find that.
What was I looking for? My iPod's talking to me. Yeah, so hey, maybe next week, something down here. I don't know. Hey, I think so. All right. So if you're confused by all this, start over. This is the facts. All right. So this has only got 10% right here, right? It's expected to fizzle. This is Invest 90. So when you're looking at models and maps, not Interstate 90, Invest 90, it's only at 10%. Boom, boom, boom. This little guy's at 20%. Tricky. Could actually get a little bit of merge from a system coming in behind it in the next 5 days. But what I'm seeing here, we could see a little bit of juice try to get going and be here around the second-ish. I always put the ish because I don't know if it's the first or the third, but it's the second-ish. So. Yeah. Something. All right. So we talked about the rains. We talked about Florida. We talked about we got some cool weather in the Carolinas. I don't know if we got anybody living. Well, the dew points are very low up there, by the way. Pretty low dew points. Let's take a look. Let me take a look here. Southeast. What the heck is opening up there? Thermodynamics. So yeah, check this out. So this morning, we're in the low 60s for a lot of folks, especially in the mountains. So it wasn't like it was last week, but still it was nice last night. Saw a couple people sharing some fire pit photos in the Carolinas, so enjoy. Labor Day tradition, I know, right? Brandy, they're very, 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 very random. So, what else we got? I'm just reading comments here to see what I missed. Larry talking about, Andrew. The anniversary of Andrew is coming up. They're doing a lot of history on that on the NHC site. Did you see this graphic I shared yesterday? This was from Ed Petrowski. This is a really good graphic. This one, and he gave me the okay to share it, by the way. 10 to 12 days away. So wherever Invest 90 was yesterday, that is 10 to 12 days away from possibly reaching US. Now, I know it kind of excludes everybody here, not meaning to do that. But it's a good graphic because it shows you that these waves take a long time. Even if we were to get something here, this is still almost a week away from impacting the United States. So when Invest 90 is here by Friday, it could still be another week possibly before it would even impact anybody if it was. So it's a good map. I'm gonna put it on the site. It's confusing though, but it really paints the picture well. And this is more than anything. So we got a future system coming off of Africa now that the NAC just marked. 2 weeks before it can impact the U.S. So everybody's always asking about timing. So this new system that just came off of Africa here, it's not even over. It hadn't even splashed down yet. That would be 2 weeks before it could possibly even impact the U.S. So that's a lot of tracking. That's 14 days of the Daily Brew talking about the same damn thing. And it only takes one to go. 100%, man. Everybody gets wrapped up in the names and the numbers, you know. I don't get it, honestly. If you think about it, hey, Steve Roberts, how's it going up that way, man? Good morning, Mary Carol Chapman. If you think about it, so, it's almost Red Bull time. I finished my coffee. Got my Lavity. Look at that. I put it on last night. It's not officially 24 hours old yet. So if you saw me out last night, it's only got technically about 5 hours of wear time. That's how I do clothes now. But we forgot to buy a shirt when we were down there at our cruise. So I bought it on good old Amazon. It's about this tidbit. Oh, Cuban sandwich. Today is Cuban sandwich day. God, I love a good roast breaded Cuban. When I lived, when I worked in Tampa, we were close to the stadium, Tampa Stadium, and there was a couple places that had Cuban food, and it was amazing. Oh my God. Something about the pickles or whatever they put on there. I don't even know. 71 days, James Fort says. Yeah, I'm not bored, by the way. I get a lot of this, you must be bored. And I love talk. I mean, I don't know what we talk about. Believe it or not, there's more to talk about in the winter because we talk about winter. I don't know what we talk about. But then springtime comes around and we really talk a lot about weather because there's a lot of storms. We chase it all. It's quite amazing. No salami. So let me pull up a stat for you. Let me be a geek here. Let's talk about something that's kind of the truth. So like last season, for example. Last season, let me find a good graphic that I can find. Here's a good one. We'll just use Weather Channel. They're good friends of mine. So there we go, 2020 season. Look at all that. All that spaghetti. That's 2020. What the hell, man? Gotta find 21. Kind of doesn't do what I want. Why would 20 come up when I said 21? All right, well, this one's good. This is WTVW. I'm not sure where they're out of. I thought that looked funny. They're seeing all these storms I didn't ever even recognize. All right, 21. So 21. Let's talk about this for a minute. By the way, Carolina girl, your little green thing popped up. 13 months. That's pretty awesome. Don't forget, make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube too. And TikTok. TikTok behind the scenes. All right, so last season was the third most active season ever. Last season, third most active. So we had all the way the W's last season. And everybody thought it was quiet. They're like, oh man, last year was terrible season. Nothing happened. But we had the third most active season last year. We had Ida. Ida was the one. The one. So it only takes one. We could have all these storms, and guess what? Last season we had one, basically, that people remembered. And we still had a record third most active season ever. So everybody's like, worried that we, not worried, but like, oh, the season's bust. Well, what if we had 10 no-name fish storms that didn't hit anybody and they were nothing but tropical storms, Would it make things any different? Probably not. People would be still like, people relate a busy hurricane season on landfalls, and unfortunately, the amount of people affected and damages. I mean, that's what kind of gets people thinking it's an active season, And we can have a season with 19 fish storms and just have one, or we can have a season with 6 storms. And what if 3 of them hit, were hurricanes that hit the U.S.? That would be a more active season in people's minds if we had 9 or 10 named season instead of 20, but that 3 of them hit the state. So it really just depends on if you're affected or not, because we had all these names. Look at all. This is what happened in the end of the season. Look. Peter, Larry, Sam, Julian, Kate, Victor, Rose, Wanda. This is all after Ida. Everything last season just did this. There was no more high pressure out there. Guess what? So we had all these storms pop up and didn't do nothing, which is good, right? We don't want that. We don't want people getting hit. It's fun tracking them, but you don't really want to get hit by one, I don't think. Big rain across our upper Gulf here. We got a big line of storms through Louisiana right now, going through New Orleans. That's heading into Mississippi now. Lingering front line is a story. Water vapor loop, interestingly enough, let's zoom in on a couple things here. Just talking about that new wave. Even though we got a dust plume, the atmosphere doesn't look as dry as it did for 90. Oh my God, look at all this stuff. Godzilla. We got Godzilla coming in off of Africa right now. Oh God. All right. Well, let's go a little bigger than that. I want to see the overall picture here. Let's do that. So this is Africa. Let's take a look at the water vapor loop. Surprisingly enough, it's not as bad to the north. That's interesting. And what's interesting, if you think about it, we're supposed to get a wave come off of here, and then another one's going to come off, a bigger one. It's kind of showing up. So I'm wondering if the models are having a hard time picking these up. We're going to have one wave, two waves, and then almost like they merge, they become one. That's a big moisture field, though. Should I hype that up? That's interesting. So, I have to post two things. I have to post this. Why do I always hit the sounding button? Oh, no, that's not even the sounding button. I have to post the second, and we have to post the fact that there's a little bit more moist atmosphere for our next system. So the hype begins. Thank you, Carolina girl. We'll say goodbye. Oh my God, 10:26. I tried to go an hour. Jeez, I got a 10:30 phone call. I think was it 10:30 or 10:45? I can't remember now. So anyway, no lives tonight. We'll be live tomorrow. No live on Friday. I'll be in Daytona. Tomorrow's Wednesday. If anything changes, we'll go live, but it doesn't look like it, at least in a couple days. There you go. Happy anniversary to all our Brew Crew members. Make sure you, if you're Cat 5, you reach out to Shelly. We make sure we get your app activated and we get your phone number entered into our community text service. A lot of folks like that. I do send notifications out and text alerts when things get a little active. Right now, I'm not going to do anything with that African wave yet. Usually I wait till we have spaghetti models because that's when the website and app gets updated. So there you go. Let's keep our fingers crossed for Daytona. Looking juicy. That's the way it goes. But yep, we'll be live. We'll do some lives from the race, James Fort. Another commercial. Brandy, they're picking on you today. I don't think I've ever had one on my page. It's weird. So anyway, all right. Well, have a great day. Thanks for tuning in. As always, make sure you check out the cruise information. Big news from Royal yesterday. Like I said, we posted the graphic at all these schools in Florida that have spring breaks. We're bringing our kids, Emily and Sarah. So it's definitely family friendly. Don't worry about that. We have a lot of stuff. We're going to do some fun stuff on the Coco Cay on the island. So that, family friendly. And, I'm really excited about putting on my little weather seminar. We're going to do a Hurricane Preparedness 2023 certificate. So you'll get an official 2023 Hurricane Preparedness certificate saying that you went to the class. It's going to be on the ship. We're going to have Bloody Marys and what's that other fruity, frizzy drink, the one everybody drinks, the Bromosa or something. I won't have any until it's over because I want to sound like I know what I'm talking about. But you guys can have Bloody Mary. I don't care. that'll be, I think it's going to be the first day at sea in the morning. We're going to get it over with before noontime. But we're going to have a lot of fun. It's awesome. And the coolest thing is we'll have an app that we have set up that we did the group thing last year and it worked okay, but internet was tough. I think Royal has an app service for like $5 or something. And actually Kim, who's the girl on Love Boat? What was her name? Julie? Kim's our Julie. I have a Julie, but Julie on the Love Boat. But she'll be helping us coordinate all this stuff. And hey, if we're all deciding to go to the comedy show, we're going to put it out there. We're going to say, hey, MWPs, we're all heading to the 3:30 comedy show. Or hey, partiers, it might be 2 a.m. and I'll text. Make sure you turn it off if you don't want to text. But we hung out at the nightclub, or we went down to the little whatever little bar is on the ship. So we keep everybody in tune of where we're at, and it's really a lot of fun. But anyway, all right. Well, listen, we'll be live tomorrow again. Tomorrow's Wednesday, hump day. Enjoy your tacos. We'll be doing Taco Tuesday tonight, so maybe I'll do a picture for Sarah. She always likes doing her Taco Tuesday. Mimosa, not Promosa.